Juan Escuita. What is he? Who is he? Is it true or is it not? I decided to do my own research on this topic since I actually went to the castle of Chapultepec when I went to Mexico City, and I ended up looking around, and a lot of the things that are there for display are moreover of the history of the castle itself, as in it was a school. It was first a castle for royalty, then it was a school for the army, and so forth. Though, one thing that you will find if you ever do visit the castle of Chapultepec there is that there is the monument for Los Niños Héroes. There's 6 people. There's 6. It's like on a ridge, on a balcony there, and there's 6 statues there. You'll see them there. It's like around the corner from the entrance. Of course, you have to pay for the tickets, and then they'll let you in. No dirt. But once you go in, walk around a little bit. The first thing you'll see on the left will be a mausoleum sort of looking thing. You know, sort of like how little Roman architecture in there. And when you enter there, those 2 big doors, and if you look up, you'll see the very famous painting of Juan Escutia with the Mexican flag jumping down, while on the surrounding, well, it's really of a picture of him falling, but the surrounding area is of him, of the Yankees, the American soldiers who were attacking the castle. And if you look up, the painting's in the ceiling, and it's the painting that has a really tragic story, or supposedly at least. The story goes that Juan Escutia was a remainder of the troops left because General Bravo told them to retreat because of the American forces. It was him and 6 others. Although as time passed, the story became more and more convoluted. Eventually, they according to Mexican officials, they found the bodies of the 6 kids, of the 6 Niños Héroes, but there was no forensic or anthropologic evidence that it was them. But the Mexican government still just put them in the memorial anyway. And it was something that you could believe. It's not unreasonable for at the time that if they were to hear the story in 1847 when the battle occurred, that some boy killed himself, it would definitely anger it would motivate the soldiers, the Mexican army soldiers, to defeat the Yankees in the Mexican-American War. And it even supports and reinforces the quote that Santa Anna said, saying that, quote, no Yankee or American shall touch the Mexican flag. Although they did it when they captured it. I mean, when they eventually lost the war. But that's the thing. It's nothing out of the blue. It's sort of a reasonable thing to think, especially with someone of that high of stature is saying it. The Mexican government has a way of presenting these stories rather than the actual history. I mean, what government would want to say that, oh, in the Battle of Chapultepec, when the Americans won, we gained nothing out of it. We just lost. We got our butts kicked. No, and this is why they would make a fabrication, exaggeration of what occurred. They see Juan Escutia as a boy, a heroic boy who in fact died while protecting the castle. They found his corpse, not covered in a flag or anything, but next to one of his comrades. Except that sounds like more of a tragic story than a heroic one now, doesn't it? All in all, in conclusion of this whole research that I made over Juan Escutia, the reason I have a skeleton like that is because it's not known how he was. He's just a symbol of Mexican nationalism. That's all he is.
Oh my god, I want that shit. I'm a hard base